friends, and welcome back to The Elevated Woman. I am so excited that you have joined me for another video, and you guys know the deal already. Before we go any further, make sure you hit that button and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that we can elevate this thing together. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about things that I am doing to elevate my life in 2024. I feel like when it comes to a lot of self-help and glow up videos and glow up gurus, as they're calling themselves now, which, by the way, I don't say that with shade because I actually love the term, but I feel like a lot of those women, they have already glowed up. They've hit their glow up journey. Sometimes it's a little bit different to actually hear from someone who is in the middle, who's in the journey with you, versus someone who's already on the other side of it. Like I mentioned in one of my other videos, I really want to take you guys along on this journey with me of how I am just transforming my life, because I've really been through a lot over the last couple years, as I keep mentioning. And I think that 2024 is going to be the year that everything really turns around. So let's go ahead and get into the video of things that I'm doing to elevate my life in 2024. So the first thing I'm doing, which I feel like I have to start this video off with saying this, I am focusing on what I can control. A lot of times we have so many things going on in our life, and the reality is that there are some things that we just cannot control at the moment. And so my whole perspective about life recently has been to put more focus and more energy into the things that I actually can control, which is actually where this entire list came from. These are all of the things that I can actually do right now, that I can control, and that I feel confident that I have enough energy and resources to put behind these things. So I'm focusing on the things that I can control, and for the things that I can't control or I can't do anything about right now, I'm either going to make a plan on how to address them, or I'm just going to change my perspective and not put as much focus on them. The next thing that I'm doing is putting more effort into my overall appearance. Now, if you are someone who has struggled with a mental illness in the past, I personally have struggled with depression off and on for the past few years. You know that you can get to a point where everyday things like getting dressed and cleaning up your home, those can be really, really difficult. And so, yes, I do love to dress. I love to do my makeup. I love to look good. But I have been in a mood where I just have not had mental or physical energy to put a lot of effort into my appearance. And so one of the things that I am doing is I'm making sure that every day, even if I'm not going anywhere, I'm getting up and I'm getting dressed and I'm making myself at least look presentable. Even if I'm sitting in the house, I'm going to make sure that my hair looks decent for the most part. I do have some days where I don't do my hair, but I'm going to try to make sure that my hair looks decent. I'm going to try to every now and then do a little bit of makeup, even if I am just not really going anywhere. Y'all know how we be going to the store sometimes. If we making a quick store run, we be looking at our mess sometimes. Like, let's just be honest. But I'm trying to make sure that if I go to Trader Joe's, if I go to Target, if I go to, a grocery store, yes, I'm going to put on some leggings, but I'm going to make sure that I look decent. And so that's kind of one of the things that I am like putting more focus and energy into. And then also, because I have been on a budget, I haven't been able to really get my hair and my nails done, but there are some things that I know how to do to my hair. I can do, affordable hairstyles. I can do a little something to my nails. I'm very good at doing my makeup. So those are the things that I can do. And so I'm putting my energy and effort into those things. That leads me into the next thing that I have been focusing on, and that is being intentional about my health journey. And when I tell you guys, this is something that I feel like has really shifted for me. I've always been in and out of the gym. Just recently, I've started being more intentional about even just the things that I'm eating. And again, I've never been one to, pig out every single day, eat fast food a whole lot. But I've been doing I've been counting macros. I never even knew what macros were before, but I wanted to be really intentional, and I can't get no BBL right now, but I do believe that if you work hard enough, you can build your BBL body in the gym. And so I told myself that before I actually try to invest in a BBL, that I want to try to put the energy into seeing what I can do organically in the gym. So I've been counting my macros. I have an app that I use. I'll try to link it below, but I have an app that I use that is very helpful for counting my macros. I've been doing eating a lot more protein, and that has proved to be something that works really well for me, especially for the health and fitness goals that I have. I joined ClassPass, and y'all, I am obsessed with ClassPass. I've talked about this on my TikTok, but I'm obsessed with ClassPass. And yes, I will leave my referral link in the description box below so that you guys can get your free credits on ClassPass, okay? But I've been going to different fitness classes, Spanga, Pilates. I've gotten really into yoga. I've done yoga in the past, but I hadn't been like really into it. And so I've just been loving this fitness journey. It's just giving me an outlet as well for all of the things that I'm dealing with. It's something that I can go and I can do, and it takes my mind off of the things that I'm dealing with, and it's keeping me healthy and it's keeping me active. The next thing that I'm doing to elevate my life is I'm going to stop comparing myself to other people. And as much as we want to say that we don't compare ourselves, honestly, y'all, this is social media. It's so easy to scroll, watch a video, watch a reel, and see somebody in their super aesthetically pleasing life, living in their high rise and driving the nice car and having the poppin' business. And there is a thought that probably comes across your mind if you want to be in that position, but you're not. And you can sometimes feel down on yourself. I don't always do it intentionally, of course. I really try hard not to compare myself to other people, but the reality is that it does happen. And one thing that I heard recently in a sermon I was watching by E. Dewey Smith is he referenced a scripture that said, "To everything there is a season." And he said that everyone is always in a season. We're always talking about, I can't wait for my next season. My next season is going to be this. But the reality is that we are always in a season. Sometimes your season is where you are reaping a harvest and you are getting blessed left and right. But sometimes your season is where you are sowing. You're sowing in tears, you're sowing in money, you're sowing in resources. And so just because you see somebody and it looks like they're living an amazing life, you have no idea what they're going through, what they have to do to keep and maintain that lifestyle. And I just don't believe that everything that we see on social media is true. And also, I've gotten to a place where I'm really content in the place that God has me. No, it doesn't feel good. It don't feel good at all, but I am very content with what He is doing in my life. The next thing that I'm working on is my bounce back. And when I say bounce back, I mean the time that it takes for me to recover when life hits me with a blow. In the past, if something happened to me, and y'all, me and my friend have been having this conversation, we say, give ourselves grace. Y'all, I'm sure y'all have heard that phrase, but the thing is we've been giving ourselves a little bit too much grace now. In the past, if something happened to me, if I got bad news at 9 a.m., I was gonna be on the couch the rest of the day, ordering junk food, watching movies, just giving myself grace and allowing myself time to feel and to process. And that's what I said, right? But it wasn't very productive. I was just laying on the couch. And then when I got off the couch, I still felt the same way. So my thing now is to work on the time that it takes for me to bounce back and work on how I bounce back, right? So instead of, taking the day, or instead of carrying that weight for days and maybe sometimes even weeks, I'm actually taking time to process the information that I just received. And yes, I may cry, I may be frustrated because I'm human and that is a normal human response, but I'm not going to let it affect my day. I'm going to get the tears out, and then I'm going to pray, I'm going to worship, I'm going to get in my word, and then I'm going to keep on with my day, and I'm going to keep on with my goals and the things that I need to do. I'm not going to sit here and let, things that are on the smaller side of life's blows take me out. The next thing that I'm doing, and this has been very, very important for me, I am being consistent with my routines, okay? I have created a time block schedule, and every single hour of the day is planned out. I have certain routines and certain things that I do, certain tasks when it comes to my business, household, things with my daughter. On days of the week, I do certain things like cleaning. I have a cleaning schedule. Sundays are time for me to actually plan out my week. I have certain routines and systems in my life in place, and I have not always been consistent with those, but I notice a huge difference when I am actually consistent with those. And so one of the things that I'm doing is just making sure that I'm being consistent with my routines. On the flip side of that, I'm also maintaining a planner and a goal planner. Personally, I have been loving using a digital planner because as much as I love love paper planners. I was not really consistent with them, especially getting the ones that were dated. And you know, once you miss like a day or two, it turns into a week, and then it's just like, why do I have this? But with my digital planners, I don't feel as bad about not being consistent with them because it was not as expensive as the physical planners. And it's just something about being an iPad girly and just sitting down at the beginning of the week and planning out my week and putting the stickers. Like, I love it. Which, by the way, I do have my 2024 digital planner that I purchased off of Etsy. I have yet to install it on my iPad. And so if you want me to do a video about how I install it, get it ready, and also do all of my goal setting and goal planning for the year in quarters, then let me know and I would be more than happy to do that video for you. The next thing that I'm doing in 2024, and I think this is probably one of the most important things, is I am putting the action in the action plan. Y'all, I am a great planner. I am a great goal setter. I can show you, and I can do this for myself. I can take my goals and I know how to break them down, and I know how to separate them and organize them and break them down by quarter and month and week. But when it comes to actually putting the action into the plan or putting the action behind the things that I've learned, that can use a little bit of work. So that is one thing that I am for sure working on. I think that I have all of this knowledge, but now it is the time to actually implement it. I was reading a book recently, a real estate book, and it was talking about how the majority of people in the world do one of two things. They either spend a ton of time reading and learning and researching and getting all of this knowledge and then go put the action behind it, or there's some people who jump in, take action immediately, and don't spend a ton of time reading and researching and learning and getting experience. And it says that both of those people are wrong. The person that is the most successful normally is the person who spends a little bit of time learning and then putting the action behind what they learned. Learning again, putting the action behind what they learned. I can tell you guys that I am the person who does all of the research, all of the planning, and sometimes it could take me a little bit longer to actually take those action steps, but we are working on that, okay? That is part of our glow up and elevate journey. I love that. Do I hear a challenge, a glow up and elevate challenge for 2024? Y'all let me know what y'all think about that, because I'm thinking glow up and elevate should be a thing. We'll talk about that later. But that is like a perfect segue into the last thing that I'm doing to elevate my life in 2024. I am cultivating my community. And what does that mean? I am being even more intentional about spending productive time with my friends. We are going to be doing goal setting, Bible study, things like that. And I am growing the elevated woman. I am so excited to actually bring this YouTube channel to life as a community. And so, especially if you are in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, stay tuned, follow my Instagram, but I'm also going to be doing some virtual things as well. And I really, really want you guys to be a part of it because, like I said, I just have this feeling that 2024 is going to be payback for everything that we have experienced from 2020 and beyond. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that this helped you on your glow up journey. Please leave me a comment and let me know what you are doing to elevate your life in 2024. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.